Enjoy this. So it's gonna be the first, not the first, but one of the first show matches between our viewers. We have Mangle's Cadaver on the left playing against Golden Dragon, aka Marius Wild on the right. Marius has a lot to prove with his damage over time build that he has been advertising on the stream. So we are just trying this out. He goes first as well, and we shall see how exactly this fight goes. So the first thing to notice here in this particular case, guys, is that I need to quiet down my freaking DD as well. I need to quit my DD client. So before we get going actually with that. So okay, so we have here, he opens up with the accuracy buff, I think, by the looks of it. And the response here is the riposte from the Abomination. That's the Mangled Cadavers composition, is the Mangle comp that I have been talking about a lot on my streams, and it's also on a it is also a build I've listed in my video, so you can probably refer to this if you're interested. The other build by Golden Dragon is available on our Discord in that builds section, so we can kind of compare these. We actually have the we actually see the Abomination lands the riposte and does quite heavy damage in riposte to this shield breaker. So already looks like the Mangle has a decent lead in this fight. Mind you guys, this is a very well refined composition, right? The Mangle's comp is okay. Mangle's comp is extremely powerful. It does very well with a lot of different enemies, and I think it has a decent advantage going into this fight. So despite quite a lot of dodge on the side of Golden Dragon here, he is not really doing too hot so far. Looks like he is not really kind of making that much progress into this game. Also, I think pushing through the Abomination and pushing through the Flagellant is going to be quite a lot of trouble. So it looks like this is going to be the Antiquarian picked up right now by Mangle. He drops the Festering Vapors, misses 2 hits. That's good enough, I think, against this high of a dodge comp. It's gonna be pretty fine. Yeah, it looks pretty good for Mangle, honestly, right now. I don't see a real threat, right? You can see the ripostes are extremely heavy for the Abomination. It's not really gonna change, right? Those ripostes are going to keep wrecking the face of Golden Dragon, aka Mario, and that's just a very strong composition of all that Mangle has brought here, right? That's kind of what it does if you don't stop it early enough. I think like the key to winning this fight will be killing the Abomination. Obviously, Golden Dragon here doesn't quite have the tools to do this, and Bellow, guys, doesn't quite reduce the damage over time, so this doesn't quite work too well for Golden Dragon here. The riposte here does a buttload of damage because Abomination just has ridiculous base numbers, I think, and that's just the core idea here. And yeah, it's like I think this is kind of a battle of attrition here, which I feel Mangle should be winning. But he knows what he's doing. So he's kind of trying to focus those 2 backliners here with stress and damage over time, and he's going to break them to Affliction Barrier, and then he's just going to eventually wear them down to 0. You can see low health bars already across the board for both sides, actually, because this being like, you know, I've been singing praise of Mangle, but honestly, Mario has been doing quite well for himself as well. He has been doing he's been doing absolutely copious amounts of damage here. The thing about Mangle, though, is if he does take enough damage on the Flagellant, he's eventually going to weather the storm. I think he's going to be able to land those consistently high heals that will eventually obliterate what Golden Dragon has to offer here in this game. The thing about the main issue, I think, for Golden Dragon here is this Abomination. He cannot really do anything about, so he's just going to have to be, you know, forced to roll the dice every single time he attacks with AoE, and he's going to be forced to just hope, honestly, just hope, you know, that the Abomination just doesn't hit him too often. We can see the move resistance. Actually, this is a very nice move by. That's a very nice move by Golden Dragon here, where he tried to puncture the Grave Robber to the front, which she resisted, which is quite unfortunate, honestly. It's just quite unfortunate for him, because this would have normally meant that, you know, this Grave Robber lands in first, and suddenly there is no way for her to use the darts anymore, right? So right now she can keep spamming those darts anyway. We have the first Death's Door on the Antiquarian, no afflictions yet, except for the MAA, who got afflicted quite recently. We get a death blow on the riposte. That's kind of lucky, I think. So Mangle gets this kind of very lucky death blow on the very first shot. This riposte is absolutely magnificent here for him. It's doing copious amounts of damage. It's been providing him with a bunch of stress, and it's just generally speaking a very, very solid tool, right? I think we'll have actually misusing those ripostes quite heavily as well. But yeah, I think that's the major issue here, where people are just kind of underestimating how much the Beast Bile can actually do, and that's just absolutely huge, right? It's basically just means that this fight is going in favor of Mangle because of all those ripostes that obliterated the health bars of Golden Dragon here in this game. So we are just going to see how it goes right now. He's considering what to do, right? He's trying to figure out whether he should go all in right now or he should perhaps slow down a little bit. He actually decides to heal, right? He decides to drop those rejuvenating vapors, which will potentially they'll negate a little bit of the damage he would be otherwise suffering. But the thing is, like, look at the shield break. She takes another 11 damage riposte. That's like second or third in a row that she just tanks into right to the face. And I think the Flagellant should be within the bracket for healing right now. She can just redeem the Grave Robber right where she stands. 36 crit. She's back as good as new. And this means that, again, Golden Dragon here in a lot of trouble. His Houndmaster in dire state right now. Oh god, he does dodge that repose, but it's not looking too hot. I'm not gonna lie, this is not looking too hot. And despite a huge investment into stress damage on the part of Golden Dragon here, he's just not doing enough, I think. So this might not exactly work too well. Let's see where we go from here. So Panic Dart's chosen, I guess, or does he just keep spamming the repose here? The nice part about the repose, honestly, is the fact that you can just drop it, and as long as you don't activate the Abomination again, it's just there. So this means that you can just kind of keep it on the A-bomb, and you just wait for your right turn to use it. This means that you just don't have to activate the A-bomb too often, right? You just activate him once or twice, and then you just ignore him and just activate him again. See that region actually means that, you know, he's not taking that much damage, right? He's not taking lethal damage from those dots. And the stun comes through on the Houndmaster. Not the likely stun, by the way. It just goes through anyway. And yeah, this is looking quite dire for Mario right now. Our boy Mario is in a world of trouble, by the looks of it anyway. And remember, the Flagellant, though he is going to heal for 50% of the base value, he's still going to heal for a crap load. If you divide this, I don't know, 24, 26 healing by half, it's still a lot, right? So this probably means that there's going to be very little that Mario can do to just negate what those characters, what Mangle has brought to the table, really. So Mangle's just going to comfortably heal this. I think he's just going to rejuve this. Since he has already taken out the Antiquarian, he has stunned the Houndmaster. The Shieldbreaker is out of position as well. This means that basically there's very little that Golden Dragon can do right now. So he Serpent Sways forward, but he Serpent Sways into a full HP Flagellant, an Abomination that is just doing very, very well for himself. A Grave Robber who's full HP and who is regenerating HP, so she's not going to be taking that much damage from the dots anymore. And those dots do fade away because Golden Dragon is not using the Materia Pestis on the Antiquarian, for instance, which means that the duration of those blights is going to be quite low indeed. We get the death blow as well. It's another kind of fortunate death blow for Mangle, though. And this probably will seal the deal right now, because that's just 2 characters on death's door. Very, very... This is looking super dire. It's looking super dire right now. So he transforms. He goes for a Rake, I suppose, just to break the guard as well. Okay, he gets another death. That's sick. Those are sick death blows, though. You have to say that. That's just ridiculous how lucky he is getting with those. It's like, I think it's like three shots at death's door, and he gets every single freaky one of them. So that Shieldbreaker, not long for this world, guys. This Shieldbreaker is not long for this world. And we could probably see a rematch, right? Because this game doesn't quite tell anything about the state of this entire fight, or sorry, it doesn't tell us much about what the composition is about, right? Because we just didn't see that much here. We had a double crit. That's crazy amounts of damage and blight. I don't think this is just going to be even remotely enough for this composition to, you know, for Golden Dragon to claw his way back into this one. I don't really think it's gonna be enough. So this is a decent, there's a kind of solid dodge damage over time composition. It's just, I don't think it's refined enough for what Mangle brings to the table here, honestly. Yeah. Like, you cannot really, Marius, you cannot really complain, like, if you talk about the riposte, you cannot complain that it does what it does. Because if you use a composition like this, you have to just face the facts. You always have at least a single character on the enemy team that can riposte, be the MAA or the Abomination or the Highwayman, right? All those characters can and will use their riposte against you, and it's kind of something you have to be ready when you're building a team. So if you just die to riposte and die to gestures, it's maybe you just need to make some small alteration to how you use your skills. Maybe you need to take some more single target abilities. But yeah, that's kind of double miss. That was a double miss, wasn't it? That was crazy. Though it looks kind of GG, like looks within the GG territory here. So if you want if you guys want to do a rematch, I'm all up for it. By the way, if you guys want to rematch, we can do the rematch right now. Maybe Mangle could use a different composition as well. So if you guys want to do a rematch, it's all on the cards. If you want to have like a change of guards here, if you want to have like some other people on the board trying to play against Marius, you can also do that. So okay, so let's do a rematch then. Sure. Mangle, can you also switch the game sound on? Can you get a game sound, guys? So we're just waiting, so I'm just gonna take this time to switch the screens, and while the guys are set up again, we will see the fight. I just need to get the sound from Mangle. Okay, no, okay, I'm just gonna play my own sound then. I'm gonna play my own sound, that's fine. I'm just gonna play my own. I'm just gonna switch on the Darkest Dungeon of my own, and we'll just play my own sound then. That's also cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna play my own sound then. That's fine. That's fine. So Mangle is setting up. So I don't want to stream what Mangle is doing. So I'm just going to switch my Darkest Dungeon on, and we're gonna watch the fight in a second, guys. You should be hearing the sound right now anyway. From my DD, but it's like the best I can do, guys. Ruin has come, guys. Ruin has come indeed. Okay, good luck, have fun, guys. And I need to just switch the screens then. Okay, so I actually don't know why we have no... Okay, the sound is here.
Carnage calls.
Alright, so that's a different comp by Mangle, I guess. We have the Flagellant, MAA, Antiquarian. That's the same comp, isn't it? It's a very similar composition, actually. On the other side here, we have the same comp by Golden Dragon again. So we have the Antiquarian, we have the Houndmaster, we have the Shieldbreaker, and we have the MAA. So he opens with Bolster this time around, I think. He drops the Invigorating Vapors just to increase his dodge a little bit. So this might be a way of approaching this, right, for Golden Dragon, where he just gets enough dodge to perhaps... Oh, he switched the A-Bomb out. If you get enough dodge, maybe you can do it, right? Maybe you can do it. Maybe you can just kind of stay alive long enough for this to matter. We shall see. So right now, we get a drop of bleed across the board by the Houndmaster here. It's actually quite lucky, I think, that he landed all those, right? He landed all those bleeds. He landed the entire Hound's Harry across the Golden Dragon's team. I think he's just gonna keep going with this, right? I don't think he has a reason to stop. I think he'll just keep dropping those dots. Okay, we drop another bunch of bleeds here. So we have heavy bleeding on the MAA right now, heavy bleeding on the Houndmaster. And this is a 70 dodge shield breaker, by the way. It's crazy high dodge. Like for what he's doing, he's going like super high up. Like he goes to 85 dodge. Holy crap, guys! 85 dodge on this shield breaker. Obviously, it's like the first turn buff, I think, so it's gonna dissipate later. Or is it just gonna stick at 85? I think it might actually be quite high anyway. It's crazy high debuff. Oh my god, it's another dodge buff. That's actually gonna be trouble. Like this amount of dodges is gonna be crazy. 95, 60 dodge on the Antiquarian. That's crazy, but like that's crazy high. And no command on the MAA. Yeah, that's gonna be really annoying right now to play against. Guys, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, he drops the command here. Like Golden Dragon drops the command here. It's gonna be crazy difficult. So either riposte up on the MAA though, so it's might kind of alleviate some of the pressure, obviously. Okay. The thing is, this might be very heavy riposte damage right now from Mangle. Because he's running the riposte build first of all, so he has the riposte build on the MAA, and second of all, this is a MAA on Golden Dragon's side who didn't use Bellow once, so all those ripostes, if they hit, are going to hurt like hell. The question is like, are they gonna hit, right? Because the dodge on the side of Golden Dragon is ridiculously high. 95 on the shield breaker, 90 on the doggo. That's crazy. And despite all this, he actually takes the shot here again. So riposte, very devious of a skill. Okay, we get triple dodge here on the Hound's Harry. That's how it's gonna look though. That's kind of, you have to get used to this. You just have to kind of live with this stuff, right? That's how it's gonna go, guys. But it's very, very high dodge overall. Okay, we have Invigorating Vapors right now, so he keeps spamming the dodge buffs. 102 Houndmaster dodge. That's crazy. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The question is though, guys, is regen not better than the dodge? Right? There's a real question for us right now. Is the regen going to outpace the dodge here? We had the bellow across the board here again. So this should slowly wear down the repose here, right? Because this will mean that the damage that the repose does is just going to get lower and lower every single turn from now on. So I think, in my opinion, personally, I feel like regen is better than dodge, right? But on the other hand, like the number of damage over time abilities that Golden Dragon has might prove to be lethal, right? Especially that, you know, the Flagellant has very, very low accuracy overall. So he does have, like, same goes for the Houndmaster, by the way. Houndmaster has a ridiculously low accuracy with the Hound's Harry. So those skills, also the Antiquarian, again, same deal. Like, if the Antiquarian isn't healing, she's not doing anything in this fight. So that's probably going to be the problem here. So he goes, pulls the Houndmaster forward here. This also means that the Houndmaster cannot use the Lick Wounds anymore, which is a huge, huge tool for him. Honestly, 102 Houndmaster, I would never go for that freaking standard. No way in hell this works. Just no freaky way in hell this is gonna work for you, man. This is kind of a pickle, actually, for Cadaver here, because those Invigorating Vapors might mean that he has not enough... He might just run out of steam, that's what I'm trying to say here, guys. He might just run out of steam before he can achieve anything with this composition, because those dodges are just going to, you know, keep happening. Unless he gets lucky somewhere, it's just going to be crazy hard. I bet he's really angry at himself right now for not bringing the command buff for the MAA. On the other hand, the riposte is actually smashing Golden Dragon again. So the Helmmaster 0 HP already. Obviously he has some self-sustain, but potentially this might just kill him, right? I think going for a kill is very, very optimistic, but at the same time it looks quite good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good advice, Robjan. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this quickly. And I'm gonna be missing on the commentary then.
The rabble thrills to
Yeah, that's legit advice, man. Pro advice. Thank you, Robjan. That's indeed perfect. Oh my god. What did I miss out? What did I miss out on? Yeah, you have like super heavy region. Look, like that's just so much region.
unsheathe your blades.
Yeah, the rejuvenating. But look at how much he's healing. He's just going to out-sustain this. Like, no way Golden Dragon can damage this. So even though he has so much dodge, this just doesn't work. I don't think this works. Because this region is gonna be crazy good overall. Like, actually, the only issue Mangle has is the amount of stress he might be taking. Because he is like at 70% on the Houndmaster, 70% on the Antiquarian, and 60% on the MAA. This might be enough to actually threaten him. Because he hasn't done any stress himself, right? He hasn't done any stress himself. You have to remember that every single Hound's Harry you use on this doggo right now might be lethal, right? It just might end your life. So you just have to kind of take note of that, right? Just always think of that. Like, every single Hound's Harry from now on is going to be a dead Houndmaster potentially. Despite his high dodge, I would not be taking my chances here. And honestly, you have to be using the Harrys right now to just inflict enough pressure. So a tough choice right now for Golden Dragon as to what he's gonna do. But again, like, this is a very strong comp by Mangle. He's making those very, very good decisions in this fight. You have to admit it, right? He's just playing this very defensive, solid game where he's just not taking any risks. He's just playing slowly and forward, right? That's the deal with his compositions. Again, they just persist, right? They just remain alive a lot for a lot of very, very nasty situations as well. Okay, so the problem here is, again, Flagellant lands in third, which means he has to kind of move him soon, I guess. Stun, probably not the best idea in the world, but, I'd probably take it if I were him. So you move the Flagellant forward. This means that the Houndmaster can actually heal himself as well. That's crazy good. And yeah. Hound's Harry goes across again. That's a risky one. Dodges out of the way of that riposte though, so he is safe and sound still. The problem is that the Man-at-Arms actually probably cannot use the riposte from the very back. I actually haven't used that skill that much, so I don't really know that. But assume he can't be doing this anymore, right? From the very back of the battlefield here. You get the Death's Door again, resisted by the Houndmaster here. Crazy stuff. So we'll see how this goes for the Houndmaster of Golden Dragons. Is this Houndmaster dies at some point in this fight? I think this is just curtains for him, because he has like two Death's Door characters right now. It's gonna be super. I know he needs so much luck right now to come back into this game. So see, I think Regen is better. Like, this is just kind of proof of that, right? That Regen is just better than dodge overall. Like, if you just spam the Regen with the Antiquarian, you'll usually come out ahead of the people who are using the dodge here. So as you can see here, the MAA moves forward and now is going to be able to riposte again, which is absolutely magnificent for Mangle here. Hopeless though. So those afflictions might start kicking in right now. You have to kind of question though, isn't it too late for them? Because I feel it's too late. I feel like those afflictions just came way too late for for them to matter at all. Because he has full HP, full stacks of regen across the board on every single character. He's not even taking damage. And Golden Dragon's composition relies not on stress, but it mostly relies on dots, I think. So he's not really doing too hot right now at all. Caltrops have crazy accuracy. It's almost impossible to miss them, I think. Zoko. So see, he's actually like testing his luck right now, I think. He's just testing his luck. I don't think this test is gonna go too well. So Mangle is definitely ahead in this game. Like, you cannot question that. The stress kind of keeps mounting up, so perhaps there is a chance for Golden if he keeps up this pace and he doesn't lose the characters he has. But honestly, like, how likely is it for Mangle to keep missing those dev blows, right? He is eventually going to get that. He's eventually definitely going to get that. Okay, now Impale goes through, actually. That's a decent bunch of damage. And crits as well, so stress comes through. Those characters are taking... Okay, there's a pass as well for the Houndmaster of Mangle, so those afflictions might actually be doing something. Yeah, that's kind of peculiar, but those afflictions might actually be doing something here. Zoko, the thing about the Houndmaster for Golden Dragon here is that he's using him for dodge. Like, you cannot stack dodge on the BH, and the Houndmaster has like so many tools to stack dodge to very, very high levels. That's why this is the case. That's why we are where we are. Okay, he takes another huge repose to the face here from the MAA, and I think he's like slowly coming towards the inevitable right now, where, you know, there's just gonna be no recourse anymore. So look at this, like, he's not taking any damage at all. Okay, we get the first death blow finally. It took actually quite a while to get the death blow done for Golden Dragon, but right now it's just really nasty for him. Like, he loses the first character. He hasn't done that much stress damage at all. Like, he has survived a single death blow here. He is gonna dodge another one though. He's gonna dodge another repose here. So, you know, safe and sound for now, but he's balancing on the edge right now. He's balancing on the edge, guys. So, and yeah, Mangle is just doing super hot right now. He has taken virtually zero damage. No threat on him other than those stress bars that are climbing up very, very slowly, because, let's face it, Golden Dragon's setup doesn't allow him, especially with the Houndmaster, to deal enough stress damage, right? Because he doesn't have the red hook, which would potentially be the source of those high stress hits for the Houndmaster. So I think this is just a little bit too soon. The Shieldbreaker obviously doesn't contribute anything to the stress battle as well. So she's just mostly doing damage over time, which isn't quite working for her, right? It's just the damage over time is just easily negated by what Mangle is doing, and yeah, that's just gonna eventually, the 30% hit chances. Sure, if you take that chance long, you know, like often enough, that it's eventually gonna just work, right? It works here. So again, I think Mangle just prevails. Mangle perseveres. I don't think this Shieldbreaker has enough charm, or has enough mojo in her to actually persevere through this. Because you have to remember, Shieldbreaker is very good at the end of every single battle, but there are 4 super healthy characters, and I don't think she can just make it anymore. So yeah, Mangle is actually like playing this very, very well. Like, those regens where, you know, you just time them exactly. That's like excellent game sense by Mangle, I think. Just shows the caliber of the player, right? Like, he just decided to start using the regen exactly at the right moment, exactly when he had to be doing that, and this brings him the victory. I think this is gonna be the big W for Mangle, right? I think that's just gonna be it, because I don't see any way for Golden Dragon to kind of crawl back into this, to claw his way back into this game. But again, like, this is an extremely powerful composition that Mangle is using here, right? This is just super refined. He played this a lot, obviously, and it just shows, right? So even though he's missing a lot of those attacks, it just doesn't seem to matter, because he's just, you know, eventually going to get him. He's eventually going to get Golden Dragon. There's only a single source of stress damage right now available for him as well, so If this Antiquarian just goes down, that's gonna be Curtains for sure. That's how it is. Okay, we had a Devil on the Antiquarian. First shot as well, it's kind of lucky here. But frankly, I don't think there was like a single moment in this game where Golden Dragon was seriously, you know, kind of grasping this this fight. He kept playing from behind, mostly because of the regions, right, that were used by Mangle. So because of those regions, there's like zero way for his composition to kind of get a win here. Hedgex, what would have tilted you off the face of the earth though? Because like we had a lot of death blows resisted by Golden Dragon's characters. Like this one just comes through, but usually, yeah, I would just reclaim this. He goes for, what is it? Punish. Okay, he goes for punish here. That's very, very good for him then. Like the punish actually comes through, hits, and it's going to just wreck the shield breaker now. That's 10 damage over time. Like he can just start healing, and there's like zero ways for Mario to come back. So Golden Dragon probably gonna lose this. He's staying in the fight, but it doesn't look too hot. It's not looking too good for him at all. And this Flagellant, you know, he can just redeem whenever he needs to, so it's kind of huge. And obviously 75 dodge shield breaker is quite a decent threat, but I don't think it just is enough, really. I don't think this is enough. So this Flagellant just stays on 1 HP, and he can sit on this health for quite a while as well, so... yeah. There is no more Serpent Sway, by the way, available, so that's quite good as well. So, dedicated are basically quite a few characters that can regen, right? So you have the Flagellant, who has the Reclaim. You have the Antiquarian, who stacks heavy amounts of healing with the Tears of the Lost Trinket. And then you have the Houndmaster with regen. And basically that's how it goes. By the way, that's, the funny thing is that crit, you know, regen can actually crit as well. So you can see the regen by those three circles next to one another. That most, like the entire Mangled character, Mangled's team has, basically. Hey sis, hey, we're trying to cast a game right now, but I'm super tired, so... not doing too hot, not doing too hot. So guys, if you want to... oh sis, you're just leaving then, okay. Because I thought you could substitute. You could sub in for me and cast another game for the stream. Because I'm kind of tired right now. I'm honestly just, my voice is running out. I think we'll just finish the stream though. I'm kind of tired anyway, so I was gonna finish after this. And this shield breaker, stellar performance for her. No, so I thought that she might want to kind of cast a game. But I actually think I just have to close the computer down and just go to sleep. Because I woke up at 5 AM today, so... yeah, exactly, right? So it's not convenient for you then, maybe tomorrow though. So it looks like this is gonna be it for Golden. Eventually he's just gonna fall. This shield breaker is eventually just gonna die. And there's no way in hell that she survives this onslaught, yeah. So guys, before you go, before you start leaving, remember to follow and to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, Twitch you follow. If you're on YouTube, you subscribe. Here are the links to our community stuff. Especially if you're on YouTube, you should follow me on Twitch, because I'll be eventually switching to exclusive Twitch streaming, right? When we get enough of a viewer base on Twitch anyway. So I recommend that you guys actually go to Twitch if you're watching, just saying. Obviously a lot of content on my YouTube as well, so YouTube still remains my core. I'll be streaming for YouTube for quite a while still, right? I guess for a few more weeks. But then we'll be eventually switching to Twitch, so that I can actually get the subscriptions and such for my channel, guys. So we are looking at the barrel of a gun really on the side of Golden Dragon, I feel. This shield breaker is eventually gonna die, right? She's just eventually gonna drop. Like, that's the question of when. or how, right? More than anything else. So sleep well, sis. Sleep well, man. Lovely, lovely. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed yourselves then. And let's just see how this Shield Breaker slowly dies. My god, that's so frustrating to watch though. Ah, come on, just go. Oh my goodness. That's what, like 4th shot she took? Third, I think it must be the 3rd shot she took. Okay, 4th now. Still alive, guys, still alive. So she might actually kill the Houndmaster here. She might kill the Houndmaster. That's kind of funny. Doesn't. Okay. So the first game we could say this was mostly because Mangle got super lucky with those death blows, but right now here, I feel honestly that this is just a very, very strong composition by Mangle that just rot stomps what Golden Dragon has brought to the table here. So this looks like Mangle just kind of knew what he was doing way better than his opponent in this particular game. The previous time, yeah, this could be. I think the previous setup was anybody's game, but this one here, I think that MAA has actually outperformed the Abomination to a huge, huge extent. So guys, the lesson we take out from this particular game is always take a riposte character along with your team, because it just works so nicely. Riposte is so big for a lot of those scenarios. I actually might consider switching my trinkets on my MAA just to get the riposte off as well for him. Oh my god, that's the Devil finally coming through, and that's the game over. So Mangled Cadaver takes the second game from the hands of Golden Dragon. And this will, guys, close today's stream, I think. If you guys did enjoy... Yeah, if you guys did enjoy what you saw, please remember to follow and to subscribe, because I'm trying to grow the channels, right? I hope you guys actually had a lot of fun. And this being said, thank you very much. Thank you, Mangle, and thank you, Marius. It was really, really good show from both of you. I hope you guys stick around for the future games as well. So that's gonna be it for me today, I think. So guys, thank you once again, and see you tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, but I think we'll do some classic DD tomorrow, if anything, because I really wanted to play the classic as well. So we'll probably do a classic stream tomorrow, maybe a bit shorter as well. We had a lot of fun today, guys. It was great stuff. So guys, if you haven't played me today, I'm sorry to those who are waiting for the viewer games, but it's like very late and I'm super tired, so I hope you guys excuse me. And yeah, just remind me that I promise you the viewer game next time, and you'll definitely get them. Okay, that's how it's gonna go. So stay tuned for more, guys. I hope you had fun. I had fun for sure. It was a great day of Darkest Dungeon. I will announce this stream on the Discord channel, okay? Because I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming. I had like a lot of stuff to sort out, because we just came. So my girlfriend and I, we just came from the holiday. We have you know, to unpack our bags and just do some shopping, do some cooking and shit. So we also have to take care of my parents' garden, I think. So it's gonna take a while for me to kind of sort my real life stuff out. So probably might be like an evening stream, right? That's how I think it's gonna look. What it's gonna look like tomorrow. Anyway, so bye bye, guys. It's gonna be the end of it today. I hope you guys had fun. I certainly did. Bye bye. Have a great night. Have a great evening or morning, depending on which time zone you're from, really, right? See ya.